With the 49th pick in the second round of this year's 2023 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers have selected defensive tackle, nose tackle, Keeanu Benton of Wisconsin. So, many people and many draft experts had Keeanu Benton going either late first round or early second round. So they get another guy who has fallen in this year's draft. Obviously, the Steelers got Joey Porter Jr., who many people thought would be gone by pick number 17, but he fell all the way to 32 and the Steelers selected him. And now they get a defense tackle and nose tackle who's really great in the run game, falling all the way to pick 49. The Steelers have had so much value picks in this year's draft, it's crazy. And getting Keeanu Benton, the Steelers' run game, they could always use a guy on the defense line, especially with Cameron Heyward getting older in age, and soon he's on the back end of his career. Having a guy to help him, and he said in his podcast that he would really like some help on the defensive line, and the Steelers have gotten that. Even though the Steelers re-signed Larry Ogunjobi, having a guy who could help absorb in the run game and help in the pass rush as well is really huge. So, Keeanu Benton, he's a pick for the Steelers out of Wisconsin in the second round. Keeanu Benton's stats last season in college, he played in 12 games, he had 20 solo tackles, and also had 10 tackles for loss, along with 4.5 sacks. So he's not only a beast in the run game and absorbing runs and making tackles in the run game, but he's also a guy who had production in the passing game as well. And that's what you want from a defense line, especially a nose tackle and defensive tackle. Most defensive tackles, they're big guys, so they can't really get home in the pass rush or get sacks on the quarterback. But we all know the Steelers really love having guys who get to the quarterback. And having a guy who could do that at the defense tackle and nose tackle position is really huge. Also, with the Steelers' run defense last couple seasons, 2 years ago, it was atrocious. And last season, early on, it was really bad as well. It only really started to get better late towards the end of the season last year. So hopefully now with Keeanu Benton being the pick, he's able to help that a lot. The Steelers have made a focus right now on focusing on offense line and defense line. And maybe that's Andy Weidl coming over from the Eagles. We all know the Eagles really like offensive line and defense line. You've seen that in this year's draft with them. They're selecting edge defense line whenever they have the chance. And now with Andy Weidl being the assistant general manager with the Steelers, working alongside Omar Khan, the Steelers have made it a focus to address the offense line early in free agency and also in the draft, and now obviously in the second round, addressing the defense line. So he brings that experience over from the Eagles, addressing offense line and defense line to the Steelers in his new job. And that's a great sign for the Steelers' future, working in the trenches. Keeanu Benton, he might not see any time right away, like early or a lot of time on the field, because they have so many other guys on the defense line that still have to get time, like Cameron Heyward, Larry Ogunjobi, DeMarvin Leal, and all these other guys. So he might not see a lot of time, but when he's in there, expect him to be a guy who's in there for rushing attack. He's such a big guy and a guy at the point of attack, and he's so strong that he should really help the Steelers defense line. And like I said, many people had him going early in the draft, so him falling all the way to the Steelers at pick 49 is really a great pick. And the Steelers, many people thought that they might trade back to gather more picks, but the Steelers right now have standing pat in the second round, and their next pick will come in the third round at pick 80 with many more people. Let's hope another guy could fall to the Steelers, and that selection will be also a great value pick. So, with that being said, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about Keeanu Benton out of Wisconsin being the pick for the Steelers at nose tackle, defensive tackle at pick 49? Do you believe that's a good pick, or would you have went somewhere else, like tight end Darnell Washington out of Georgia? Do you believe the Steelers should have gone there? Do you believe the Steelers should have got a top center in John Michael Schmitz? Or do you believe Keeanu Benton is a great pick for the Steelers? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're typing your comments, let me know who you believe the Steelers should pick at number 80 in the draft as well in the third round with their next pick, their last pick of day 2 of the draft. Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you like Steelers content analysis reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for the channel as well so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. I covered all of free agency. Now it's draft time, so I'm covering every pick. So far, I covered both the Steelers picks early on. I covered Broderick Jones trade up. I covered Joey Porter Jr., and now I'm covering Keeanu Benton. And every other pick for the Steelers, just know I'm on it. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.